You know, folks, we all have those people in our lives, the ones who bring joy, laughter, and positivity. They make our days brighter and our burdens lighter. But unfortunately, not everyone we encounter has this effect on us. There are also those who seem to suck the energy right out of the room. You know the type. They leave you feeling drained, like you've been carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. It's as if you've just run a marathon with a backpack full of rocks. Every interaction with them feels like a struggle, and you can't help but feel exhausted afterward. These are the people who can turn a good day into a bad one with just a few words or actions. Those, my friends, are toxic people. Dealing with them can be a real challenge, and it's something we all face at some point in our lives. Whether it's a co-worker, a friend, or even a family member, toxic people can be found in all areas of our lives. But let me tell you something important. You don't have to let them walk all over you. You have the right to stand up for yourself and set boundaries. You deserve to be treated with respect and kindness. You have the power to control how you respond to their negativity. It's not always easy, but it's possible. By taking care of your own mental and emotional well-being, you can protect yourself from their toxic influence. That's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to explore ways to deal with toxic people and reclaim your peace of mind. It's time to take back control of your life and stop letting these energy vampires drain you dry. I'm going to give you 9 clever techniques to deal with toxic people. These techniques will empower you to take back your control and protect your own well-being. You'll learn how to set boundaries, communicate effectively, and maintain your inner peace. So buckle up, because it's time to take charge. It's time to stop letting these energy vampires drain you dry. You have the power to create a positive and healthy environment for yourself, and I'm here to help you do just that. Let's get started on this journey together. Look, you wouldn't let someone walk into your house and start rearranging your furniture, would you? Your home is your sanctuary, a place where you feel safe and in control. You have a certain way you like things to be, and you wouldn't appreciate someone disrupting that order. So why let toxic people walk all over your emotional well-being? Just like your home, your mind and heart are sacred spaces that deserve respect and care. Allowing toxic individuals to invade these spaces can cause chaos and distress. Setting boundaries is crucial when dealing with these folks. It's not just about keeping them at bay. It's about preserving your peace and maintaining your mental health. Boundaries act as a protective barrier, ensuring that your emotional space remains undisturbed. It's about defining what you will and will not tolerate. Take some time to reflect on what behaviors are unacceptable to you. Write them down if it helps. This clarity will empower you to communicate your limits effectively. Think of it like drawing a line in the sand. This line represents your threshold, the point beyond which you will not allow anyone to go. It's a clear, visual representation of your boundaries. You're saying, this far and no further. It's a powerful statement of self-respect and self-care. By setting this line, you're asserting your right to a peaceful and respectful existence. And when they cross that line, you have to be prepared to enforce those boundaries. This might be the hardest part, but it's essential. Enforcing boundaries means standing up for yourself, even when it's uncomfortable. This might mean saying no more often or limiting your contact with them. It could also mean walking away from situations or relationships that are harmful to you. Remember, it's okay to prioritize your well-being. Remember, you're not being mean or selfish by setting boundaries. You're protecting yourself. Self-care is not selfish. It's necessary. By setting boundaries, you're ensuring that you have the energy and emotional capacity to take care of yourself and those you love. You're taking care of your own mental and emotional health. This is crucial for your overall well-being. When you take care of yourself, you're better equipped to handle life's challenges and support others. And let me tell you something, when you start setting boundaries, toxic people might not like it. They might resist, complain, or try to make you feel guilty. This is a common reaction because they're used to having their way. They might push back, try to guilt you, manipulate you. But stand your ground. Stay firm in your resolve. Remember why you set these boundaries in the first place. Your peace of mind and emotional health are worth the effort. Your well-being is worth fighting for. By setting and maintaining boundaries, you're taking a stand for your own happiness and peace. It's a journey, but one that's incredibly rewarding. So take that step today. Set those boundaries and protect your emotional sanctuary. You know what they say, out of sight, out of mind. And sometimes the best way to deal with toxic people is to simply limit your exposure to them. Now, I'm not saying you have to cut them out of your life completely, although sometimes that's necessary. But you can control how often and how much you interact with them. If you work with a toxic person, see if you can minimize your contact. If it's a family member, try to limit your interactions to special occasions or necessary events. The key here is to reduce the amount of negativity they bring into your life. You don't need that kind of drama. Think of it like this. You wouldn't sit in a room full of cigarette smoke if you were trying to quit, would you? So why expose yourself to toxic behavior if you're trying to protect your well-being? Remember, you have the power to choose who you spend your time with. Choose wisely. It's important to recognize the impact that toxic people can have on your mental and emotional health. Their negativity can be draining, leaving you feeling exhausted and stressed. By limiting your exposure, you create a buffer that protects your peace of mind. Setting boundaries is crucial. Let them know what behaviors you won't tolerate and stick to it. Engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, and surround yourself with positive influences. Seek out relationships that uplift and inspire you, rather than those that bring you down. Nature can be a great healer. Spend time outdoors to recharge and gain perspective. Practice gratitude daily. Focus on the good things in your life, no matter how small they may seem. Meditation and mindfulness can help you stay centered and calm, even in the face of negativity. Take care of your physical health as well. A healthy body supports a healthy mind. Create a living space that feels like a sanctuary, free from chaos and clutter. Remember, your well-being is a priority. Protect it by limiting your exposure to toxic influences. You have the power to shape your environment and choose the people who are part of your journey. Make those choices wisely and with intention. Embrace the beauty of life and the positive energy around you. You deserve to live a life filled with peace and happiness. This one is tough, but it's important. When you're dealing with a toxic person, it's easy to take their words and actions personally. But let me tell you something, their behavior is not about you, it's about them. It's a reflection of their own insecurities, their own issues. Think about it. Do happy, well-adjusted people go around tearing others down? No, they don't. So the next time a toxic person tries to bring you down, remember that their words say more about them than they do about you. Don't let their negativity define you. You're not responsible for their behavior. You're only responsible for how you choose to respond. Toxic people often thrive on drama. They love to push your buttons and get a reaction out of you. But you know what's really powerful? Staying calm and composed. When you refuse to engage in their drama, you take away their power. It's like taking the wind out of their sails. Now, I know this is easier said than done, but trust me, the more you practice staying calm, the easier it will become. Take a deep breath, count to 10, whatever it takes to keep your cool. Remember, you're in control of your own emotions. Don't let them hijack your feelings. When you do need to communicate with a toxic person, using I statements can be incredibly effective. Instead of blaming them or pointing fingers, which will only escalate the situation, focus on how their behavior makes you feel. For example, instead of saying, "You're always so negative," try saying, "I feel drained when I'm around negativity." See the difference? I statements are less accusatory and more about expressing your own feelings. This approach can help keep the conversation from turning into a full-blown argument. Dealing with toxic people can be emotionally draining. It's important to have a support system in place to help you through it. Talk to a trusted friend, family member, therapist, or counselor. Sharing your experiences and feelings can help you process what's going on and gain a fresh perspective. Remember, you don't have to go through this alone. There are people who care about you and want to help. Don't be afraid to reach out for support. It's easy to get caught up in the negativity and drama that toxic people create. But dwelling on the problem won't get you anywhere. Instead, shift your focus to finding solutions. If you can't change the toxic person, what can you change? Can you change your own behavior? Can you change your environment? Can you change your perspective? Remember, you have more power than you think. Focus on what you can control, not what you can't. When you're dealing with toxic people, it's more important than ever to prioritize your own well-being. Make sure you're taking care of yourself physically, emotionally, and mentally. Engage in activities that bring you joy, reduce stress, and nourish your soul. Whether it's exercise, meditation, spending time in nature, or pursuing a hobby, make self-care a non-negotiable part of your routine. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself first. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you can't fix a toxic person. And you know what? That's okay. You're not obligated to stay in a relationship that is harmful to your well-being. If you've tried everything and the toxicity persists, it might be time to walk away. This is especially true if the toxic person is unwilling to acknowledge their behavior or work on changing it. Remember, you deserve to be in relationships that are healthy, supportive, and fulfilling. Don't be afraid to choose your own happiness. So, there you have it. 9 clever techniques to deal with toxic people. Remember, dealing with toxic people is about protecting your own well-being. Use these techniques to navigate difficult relationships and maintain your peace of mind. You deserve to be treated with respect, and you have the power to control how you respond to negativity. Don't let toxic people dim your shine. You've got this. And hey, if you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more helpful tips.